Now. Hello, everybody. This is Hong Kong House of Cards. Today we have the Celestial Wings meeting to talk about our favorite topic of the year, the wall.
Formerly known as Hell.
So we'll start with we'll start with James's character.
Well, considering he did not sleep at all the entire night, he's probably going looking a little off balance, walking over to the neutral spot where everybody usually meets up at. And
She will be sitting quite calmly, because she always arrives slightly early, whenever possible. Under one of the trees, meditating.
We in the Umbra or the regular roll?
we can do either.
Yeah.
Let's call it the Umbra.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, we've probably got a few animal spirits sitting near her.
Alright. Fashionably late as usual, Matthias would fly in, literally, in Krynos farm, land and shift down to Hamid.
I'm so thankful you didn't try to land on one of our heads in that form.
No, I don't land on anybody's head. Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Did you get any sleep either?
Yeah, I got some. I always get some.
I went to sleep 8 o'clock day before last. So yeah, he looks at the at his journal. Yeah, told Rachel about the possible veil breach at the wall.
Okay, that's good. I assume they sent people out.
More than likely, considering I told her that there were StarCraft-ish siege tanks crossed with dragoons attacking us. She hopped on that like a like a bee on honey, because that was new technology to her.
Yeah, those sort of things weren't exactly all that impressive.
Well, for a technology-based tribe, I guess it was fascinating.
I'm still a little worried about the one that got away, but
yeah, I told her about that too, and she says she's going to have one of the 5 stargazers we got, stargazer theurgers we got, and try and close it. But I don't know how that will work.
I don't know either. But hopefully they'll succeed.
Perhaps you could fill me in on this?
We were part of a team that went to the wall again. This time we ran into tanks that tried to capture us and some 8-foot tall Arnold Schwarzenegger looking guys.
I'm never watching Terminator ever again.
But we also found.
One got away?
Sorry?
And one got away?
One tank got away unknown about the 2 individuals. We destroyed one tank. But we also found out what's bringing their defenders in.
The moon bridge.
It's a locked open moon bridge.
I see.
In the middle of the wall.
Yep.
The one I heard and saw the other day, yeah, it's still open.
Yep. And it's crawling with spiders.
Weaver Tech. For once, I actually would be willing to try and go walking into a Red Talon Sept, just so I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, so that's what we faced. Adam almost got captured. Got him out. I almost got captured. I got out.
I would have gotten to the tank to try to get you out, but that it just dropped you.
Yeah, that was a good thing. I would have gotten free soon.
You don't know how. I never knew how annoying that felt to be forced back into breed form.
Yeah, that was annoying. Disabling our gifts and stuff like that, that was annoying.
Yeah, that was annoying, uncomfortable.
So for round 3, we gotta be even more careful.
Did you approach it in the Umbra again?
Hell no.
In our world?
Yep.
I approached it a little bit in the Umbra, and all the Weaver spiders went honed in on me and went intruder alert.
Right. What I was going to say is it may be worth considering the Yin world.
You mean the Umbra?
The Dark Umbra.
Oh, I'm so gonna have to learn so many right surgeries.
Okay. Well, the thing is...
Yin can get us there. And if we're dealing with Gary of a sort, it is unlikely they can get there.
Yeah,
So the
probably gonna have
defences
to.
there may be lower.
Say again?
The defences there may be lower because
Maybe.
there will be no Weaver spiders there. And there will
Or they might be.
No, Weaver spiders cannot. They are in the Umbra, not
No, I'm not disagreeing with that. I was just starting as a separate thought when I didn't realize they weren't finished. Sorry. They might also consider. They might also make the defenses heavier down there because they only know of only a few can get to there from there.
Not to mention that's so much. I know at least one other supernatural entity that can cross into the Dark Umbra, aside from the Quashian and the Silent Striders.
Yes, but if they're connected with your tribe, they are not going to be Silent Striders, I believe.
Silent Striders are a separate tribe than the Fianna, but and the NTO was talking about. I only heard they could possibly do it, but I don't know if there's any here in Hong Kong. The demon, they're called the Fallen.
Well, as I said, the Kuei Jin could get us there.
Yeah.
They could.
And if we gathered a suitable group of a mixture of the houses.
Yeah.
And the Kuei Jin were able to get us there, we may be able to do something there, but it would presumably be better to ask the Kuei Jin before they go to this effort if they know what the defences are like in that realm.
Either that or get them to send one of us in as a scout,
Precisely.
which I'm thinking me.
It is the role of the lead.
My thing is, I would probably a good idea to go on with the tail and mask your living presence in the Dark Umbra.
I don't think I know how to make that one.
All you need is an untainted death spirit.
I could summon, but I don't have the spirit speech ability yet.
We can do either me or Zhu can probably do the talking.
Yes.
Let me have a look here. Where's my gift? I have it. Let me see what they. Sorry about the delay, guys.
It's alright.
Let's rituals.
I kind of figure you were about to summon.
No. Spending a willpower.
Alright.
Two successes.
Spirits. Summonings. Did you spend Gnosis in this?
Yes, I would have spent Gnosis.
Okay.
Ish. Say it's not good. Spirit manifests quickly, but it is still initially hostile.
Oh, goody. We're getting dice full.
But for the rest of this, Deb, you're up.
Okay. I think it's going to be one of the hopping zombie spirits. The ones that are usually seen by the changelings.
Oh, well, considering that's the closest death spirits in the area.
Well, there's quite a few death spirits. But this will be a spirit version of the hopping zombie spirits. And it's going to be hopping. It's going to be hopping angrily. Because it is possible to hop angrily. It's going to be glaring straight at Matthias.
Matthias would offer Gnosis up for the inconvenience.
Unfortunately, we're going to need Theo back to kind of...
Oh, I only just saw that he left.
Yeah.
So, completely out of character, Deb? Completely 100% out of character. So, are you saying they're hopping mad?
Yes.
Sorry, I heard you say that, and I can't resist this. I can't resist this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angrily hopping. And
hopping angry.
So Matthias would offer up a Gnosis for the inconvenience and turn it over to James, who has the spirit speech.
What form are you putting the Gnosis in?
That's a good question. I think I will roll Umbral Lore for this, which is basically the same as Spirit Lore. So what is their preferred food or thing that they like?
Well, one thing you'll know is that a lot of death spirits will appreciate symbols of life, essentially. So blood is probably a good option. Or
okay.
If you're a bit squeamish about that, water.
Actually, Charlie just basically shifts in Galabro, takes a claw and slit his wrist with the claw and just drip.
Matthias will also offer up a bowl of the Gnosis in a bowl of as a bowl of water. You said water, right?
Oh yeah, I said water will do. I said they usually like blood. If you're squeamish, water will do because it is also symbolic of life.
It sounds like two Gnosis is being offered, one in the form of blood, one in the form of water.
Which works.
Yeah. Lose a bruised health level.
They'll take the bowl of water and place it under the dripping blood, and then once the dripping has stopped, which will happen fairly quickly, you down the mixture. One long drink. And then, still hopping, but looking a bit less angry about it, he will...
Can I roll charisma etiquette and try and be polite on apologizing for the abrupt summoning?
Yeah.
Okay. Charisma etiquette 3, negating a willpower, and two successes with the willpower. I'm going to turn my camera on now. And he will say, Honorable Death Spirit, I apologize for the abrupt summoning, but we request your aid in blessing a Talon we're about to craft.
What is it you wish me to do?
We need out of character. Did it come with come alone, or did it come with friends?
It came alone.
All right. We are me and my mixed pack mates here will probably need the services of you and two others of your kin to help us uh, help us create a Talon and help us mask our living presence in the Dark Umbra.
You wish me to cloak your life?
Yes.
I will do this, but you must do something for me.
Understandable. What do you request?
You must honor those whose lives have been lost.
In what form do you want this honor to be taken in?
He looks at you like, seriously?
Would it? Okay, let me rephrase that. Would you find it acceptable if we pay homage to a graveyard and honor the dead there?
He nods. With all appropriate ceremony.
Agreed. Okay. He will translate for Matthias because he knows Jiu would understand that. He'll bow to the Death Spirit and tell Matthias he agrees to the crafting of the Talon to mask our life in the Dark Umbra, but he requires us in return as Sheminage to pay respects to the lives recently lost at a graveyard in proper ceremony.
Does he have a time frame that he wishes it or she wishes it done? Does he or she wish it done first or after?
He turned back to the Death Spirit. What time? In which time do you want this done? Before or after the Talon is crafted?
You want the help of 3 of us. So
Yes.
I will give you 3 nights. At the end of that time, you must agree that it will be done.
All right. He turns back to Matthias. In 3 nights. By that time, the Chiminage has to be paid.
So afterwards, but no later than 3. But no later than 3 nights.
He turns back to the Death Spirit. Is after the Talon crafted, but no later than after 3 nights that the Chiminage has to be paid.
Before or after is up to you. But before 3 nights have passed from now.
Alright. He turns back to Matthias. Before or after is up to us, but within 3 nights it has to be done.
Matthias would bow to the spirit.
Charlie
in agreement.
Would bow to in respect and in agreement to the Death Spirit.
It would look over at Zhao.
Oh,
Zoo.
Jew
Zoo.
would
Jew.
obviously bow with respect. But yes, I'm mostly leaving her a bit out of this scene at the moment because otherwise I'll be talking to myself.
Okay, so who's better at making? Who's better at the rite of binding?
Freaking A.
Sorry.
God dang it! I probably need to go grab the right master for the rest of this.
Do you have the right of binding?
No,
I
he
do.
does.
Okay,
Yeah.
then that would by default make me better at the rite of the binding.
Yeah. By the way, Matthias, still teaching me the rituals that you know.
We'll have a chat.
Yeah.
Although I think
Uh,
I've just learned the right of binding as well. But I'm not doing anything because spirit's right. So
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a willpower. Is it? Oh yeah, I've got to do the wits expression first.
two
What's
other
the?
spirits come hopping over, looking a bit uncomfortable about where they are.
Okay, so that's 2 successes on the wits expression, so 1 carries over.
Deb, I have the skill to aid him in the ritual. What's the roll?
I think with rituals, it would probably be intelligence rituals, but your successes, it doesn't matter how many successes you have, you can only add 1 success to his because you're only helping.
Okay.
Okay, 1 is...
Also, before we continue, what are you putting them in? Because the difficulty will depend on what you're putting them in.
I will put them... I will reach into my pocket and I will pull out 3 coins.
What kind of coins?
American dollars.
Okay, that's going to increase your difficulty by 1.
Ooh.
Charlie pulls from her.
The thing that the theurges will know is if you make it appropriate spirit that you're binding, it will be easier.
I have 1 success on Umbral Lore. Would I know a more appropriate thing to use?
Yeah.
Well, you'd know that you'd want to use something appropriate. What would be more appropriate is up to you to figure out. But they're hopping Chinese vampires, so American dollars probably not.
No.
Yeah, good point.
Something associated with death or with the Chinese culture will both be a better idea.
What's the Chinese symbol for faith?
Chinese symbol for faith.
Because I'm most of this character is mostly ad lib, and I just realized I just went had a bright idea. Charlie's going to lift up the shirt sleeve and above his shoulder, and it has that symbol on his shoulder.
That would do, but putting them into tattoos is quite specific, generally to the White Howlers, which means Matthias probably won't know how to do it.
Yeah,
that's true.
At this point,
I've also had that practice.
Small bells.
Sorry?
Small bells.
Because
Small bells?
because the task that you're asking them to do is to keep away evil spirits.
Yeah. Small bells, yeah. Did you say Zhao handed us some?
Zhu.
Zhu? Sorry.
You would suggest them.
Sorry?
That doesn't. She might suggest them. That doesn't mean she's carrying
Oh,
one.
okay. Small bells. That's a good idea. James, could
Yeah.
you run and get some? I mean, not James. Your character's
I
name.
know what you mean.
Funny.
Yeah, I'm heading to the market anyway. He goes, runs to the market, and buys 3 small bells.
And because you're in the market, do you want to do a perception primal urge check?
Perception primal urge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely. Not even 2 minutes into the market, I'm employing my supernatural senses. Lovely.
Not so much that. It's more that you don't have awareness. You only have alertness. So
Yeah. 3. One success.
that's okay. You might notice that obviously there's small vowels and there's small vowels. If you just get ones that are just a plain small vowel, they'll do. But you'll probably see a convenient market stall that is selling religious icons and things like that, and you might find one that's actually engraved with lucky symbols.
I'm going over to the vendor with the religious symbols.
I thought as much, but so I figured I'd give you a roll to see whether you noticed something just a little bit better. So yeah, you can find vowels fairly easily, and these particular ones are designed to be worn on a bracelet, so that's handy.
Oh yeah, goody. And that actually helps a little bit because guess what? What a anchor stone is made into a bracelet. He he. Out of character is the merchant Chinese.
Yep.
He Charlie will just point to the bells that would fit on a bracelet, and basically hold out money because I really don't have Cantonese, and me and you really need to talk.
Yep. Strangely enough, he will take slightly more than you think he probably would have if you hadn't just held out the money. But he does give you the bells, and he's not just reached out and taken all the money. So, somewhere in between. He probably, would have taken $2 for the 3 bells, but instead he takes $3. So,
He wanted a tip from the gaijin. I understand that.
Yeah. So you've successfully gained the bells. Yay!
I'm going go head back to where everybody's at.
Mm-hmm. And this will mean that your difficulty will be 6, which is not bad.
Cool. Why do I have a feeling that employee is going to be laughing with another employee about how he actually speaks English?
Speaks English. Like, I didn't ask him anything though. He just held out the money and pointed at the bells.
Well, we didn't know.
Everyone speaks.
Well, I would know this. I
whether they agree to speak it to the foreigners or not.
pretty much.
Okay, so James, do your assistance roll.
All right. What was it, Deb?
Intelligence critical.
Choose 2. intelligence 2, so 4, negating a will. 3 successes.
So
Nice.
one adding to mine. I'm also spending willpower. Oh my god! I still got a success.
Oh,
Thank God
and
I
that's
used
just one.
the willpower.
That's
Thank
just
God I
one.
used the willpower. Yeah, well, thank God I used the willpower.
Okay.
Okay, so. Okay.
Okay.
Are you
Oh,
rolling to
hello.
assist?
Here's another one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 on that one.
Excellent. You
And
should be
this.
able to encounter all 3 of the Talons then.
Okay, good.
And then with points of renown, it will probably only count as one lot of renown. But
Yeah.
at least it should theoretically only count as one lot because you only did one lot of negotiation. But yeah, we should be able to have 3 Talons there.
Cool, awesome. So he would hand Zoo one and James's character. I'm completely blanking on James's character's name
Charlie.
right now. Charlie, and would slip one onto his own wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So many rituals and gifts I need to learn. Alright, that's
out of character. Out of character, so everybody knows. I've just set myself up to learn rate of accomplishment too. So
nice. That helps.
yeah. Okay, so that's done. Now we just need to talk to Kuei Jin about bringing us over. Yeah.
Yeah. And that would probably be Flavio. Jolie.
Yes. Or we could go to the council and see if any of the other Quasian are around.
Hold on. I know there's another gift I could freaking. You said there was owl spirits flying around when we came in, right?
Animal spirits, yeah.
Animal spirits? Okay.
They like you.
They like you.
She's got spirits heritage with animals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What all animals are are there?
Well, most of them kind of wandered off when you 2 arrived, but
yeah.
But it's probably a squirrel or some rabbits running around. No usual.
I'm also guessing that the addition of the 3 death spirits probably didn't help keeping them around either.
Yeah.
That's also why the death spirits were looking kind of awkward, because this is not really the kind of place they usually go.
Which I kind of find strange, because I'd accept all spirits are welcome.
All spirits are welcome, but wild spirits tend to find it more comfortable there than. Let's face it, death spirits are always going to be worm. They're just not necessarily going to be the corrupted face of the worm.
Yeah.
And that's not exactly going to be comfortable in a particularly wild-orientated space.
Oh crap! I didn't even think that. Think about that. We're not going to get draw any problems from either of the septs for drawing them in, are we?
That's going to be up to you. And also, if any of them find out.
Yeah. So we need to like get away from the bonds quick. Because the sept totems just went high alert because we're in a convergence point.
Yeah.
One wild, one weaver, and we just summon death spirits in a convergence point of those two.
Mm-hmm.
Oy vey. I was just listening to the suggestions of my pack mates. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, true. And the
Well,
pack
blame
mate-
Charlie. Charlie was like, let's get some death spirits here. And it's like, okay.
Don't worry,
Well-
we were just listening to the Theurge.
Yeah, Cockroach and Lung, being powerful spirits in their own right, probably sensed or watched what we just did anyway. So they after the talents were created, they just went and clinched.
To be fair, judging by what we're intending to do with them, they might be forgiving.
Yeah.
This is like a class 1 threat to the entire area, so
Yeah, a little bit.
we might get.
Track of your Gnosis expenditures, though.
Sorry.
You'd need to remember to keep track of your Gnosis expenditures, though.
Well, yeah, technically, mine was in the form of a health damage because I went claw, shink. His was the straight gnosis, and I can regenerate bruise level. So I'm good.
Luckily, the Kamazotes are naturally with a large amount of gnosis. They start with 5 gnosis, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just saying keep track of that on what you used for the binding.
Yep, which was 2 willpower and 1 gnosis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shoot, it does it cost gnosis to bind?
Shimonage.
I don't think so.
I think it's when you activate that it costs. That's
Yeah.
the shimage. The shimage comes when you actually activate it. That's when they get their reward, and you get your reward as in what happens. I'm assuming.
And right now, basically, the gnosis you spent was just basically to have yours a little bit more comfortable. That I'm being summoned to a living area.
Okay, so who has a Kuei Jin that has the appropriate rights?
Yeah.
While we think of this, I have to go for a second. I'm still in. I just gotta run to the little bat's room.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to ask the rabbit if he knows Hair's Leap and would he be willing to teach it.
If he knows what?
Hair's Leap.
He'll look at you. He'll cock his head and be like, "Jump!" Just jumps in the air.
Athletics dex.
Well, if you want to try jumping, yeah. But he has just jumped in the air. His response to "Do you know Hair's Leap?" He's just like, "Jump."
It was basically yes. Do you? Okay, let me rephrase that. Do you know the gift of Hair's Leap?
He's just gonna jump again because to him it's kind of the same thing. Just the whole idea of Hair's Leap is that you can jump really high compared to your body height.
What would be the role?
Body height.
What would be the role?
To learn Hair's Leap.
Yeah.
Well, he's not actually gifting you with the knowledge. He's just kind of showing you that he can do it.
Okay. Next question. Can you share the knowledge with me?
Out of character, is it in your auspice clan or breed?
It's neither. It's lupus.
Okay. He's
So
going
it's
to
gonna
wrinkle
be
his nose thoughtfully.
Do what?
He's going to wrinkle his nose thoughtfully, and then he's going to say, "Why do you want to learn it?"
To help keep my to help pull injured comrades out of battle and to safety.
He's going to wrinkle his nose again. I will consider it if you return here having helped those you do not know to safety and turned back a dangerous hunter that you did not have to face.
Agreed.
When you return, I will teach you.
All right. Okay. I'm not assuming there's a bear around you.
A bear?
Yeah. It is an animal.
It is, but it's not around currently. Most of the animals ran away when the hopping spirits.
The spirits game, yeah.
But you've got your task. You've got to defeat a predator that you did not have to face. But it's not necessarily something like a bear. It could be. I mean, it could be that if there is a vampire that is hunting people and killing them rather than just feeding off their blood, that would be a dangerous predator that you did not have to face. And it doesn't even have to be something that would kill. You could investigate some criminals that mug people. So yeah, there's lots of options. But if you just go and fight a spirit, it's less likely to count because you're essentially going, okay, well, I'm going to fight this predator because I need to fight this predator, not to help anyone, just because I want this gift. But, wow, he's dropped. Yes, very shortly.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
I decharged for a second.
I'm going to have to disappear shortly because it's dinner time. But all I would say is there are lots of different kinds of predators. If there was a murderer or a mugger or anything like that, that's probably more along the lines of what he's hoping you'll do. But
so basically, Charlie would have asked, would any human predators that prey on other humans neededly be in this requirement?
or not.
Okay, thank you.
Those that hurt those that cannot fight back for their enjoyment.
Alright. And I know you'll probably be watching, and probably be waiting for me to come back and tell you what I've done.
But out of character, dinner's ready, so I'm going to have to step off for about 15 minutes or so.
Okay. Alright.
I'll see if you guys are still going then. In the meantime, we need to find an equation or call the scene for the moment until we can find one.
Okay, probably once we head back, Ian comes back, we'll probably there he is. We'll probably decide what we're doing because if anything, we'll probably head over to the temple and see if there's equation.
Excellent.
All right.
I didn't. We lost a Deb.
It's dinner time for her, and we either gotta find equation in this scene or head to the temple and basically cut the scene into two parts when we find an equation.
All right, we can cut the scene and wait till storyteller's available or such.
Okay. We can just say Matthias and Charlie went to the temple.
Yeah. So we'll close the scene out with Matthias and Charlie heading to the temple to look for Equation to help them on their scouting mission. And thank you all for watching, and we'll see y'all later. Stay tuned for part 2.